The update. And Gabe is here. Gabe McReynolds, who is our new Love Ottawa lead. Love Ottawa is not new to you. You've been part of the team now for a few years and been working with Love Ottawa. Gabe, welcome. And I hope you're excited about this. Are you excited about this?
Excited, yes. I am excited.
All right.
Yeah, actually, I feel very honored to be asked to fill this role. One thing that makes it easy is knowing Richard's still around. He's not far away. We'll still be working together on Love Ottawa. But I'm happy about this because, first of all, I love Ottawa. I grew up here in Nepean. I studied at Carleton University. I became a Christian there as a student. I met my wife there, Linda, who's on the call here. After doing ministry overseas for 12 years, we settled back here in 2010. And my home church is here, the Met. And so this is home. And I'm passionate about seeing Jesus Christ exalted and his kingdom advanced in our city and in the whole region, Ottawa and Gatineau together. Love Ottawa, just to review, is our one-way ministry platform for citywide missional teams that we serve by helping to launch them and helping to promote and sustain them. We currently have 15 teams listed on our platform, most of which have an outreach focus. And just to highlight a few, we have teams that are helping churches build bridges to their community. We have a team that's removing intellectual barriers to faith and helping people see faith as reasonable and relevant. We have a team helping to meet the needs of city residents in times of crisis, such as pandemics, floods, and tornadoes, and derechos. And we have a team helping church families to befriend international students through hospitality. It's a team that I'm very close to. I lead that team. We have another that's providing mentors for children and teenagers who come from broken homes. We're going to hear more about that in a couple of minutes. And we have another helping churches to show kindness and providing hope to vulnerable elderly men and women in retirement and long-term care residences. And this last one that I've just mentioned is called Embrace Ministries. It's our newest team, launched early in 2021. We have a very strong team lead, Anne McGregor, and she's pulled together a strong team. And of course, the pandemic shone a spotlight on the deficiencies in care for those in residence. And so Embrace is helping churches adopt our retirement or long-term care residents so that those people will no longer feel forgotten or neglected or unloved, but rather have the opportunity to find hope and spiritual life through a loving gospel witness. And I've been assisting that team. So just to wrap up about the role, I'm happy to be coming alongside and serving our existing teams, and also excited to see what new leaders and visions God will raise up in the future, because we know he's not finished in our city. God has more dreams for Ottawa, and we want to come alongside and help leaders fulfill those visions. So we are ready to meet with and listen and pray and discern together with leaders if there's a potential partnership there. So we actually want to highlight someone who's with us. We have a guest today, Christina Wolf from one of our teams called The Code. And so we're just going to spend a few minutes with her. Christina, welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi.
Yeah. Great to have you here with us. So you're going to tell us about The Code. First, tell us a little bit about yourself, Christina.
Sure. So first and foremost, I gave my heart and my life to Jesus at the tender age of 11, and it was truly a lifesaver. My story is not typical. I grew up with an alcoholic single mom, living well below the poverty line in the downtown areas of Montreal. Moved around to a lot of different schools and apartments in my upbringing. My being at this place in my life today was largely impacted by a Christian police lady who provided some mentoring to me in my teen years. And fast forward, I myself became a police officer, and I recently retired from the City of Ottawa Police after serving 30 years. So just January this year marked my retirement. And God being God, he divinely ordered my steps that my pastor at Chapel Ridge, Luke Haggett, approached me and put the code on my radar just as things were coming to fruition for the girls' side. So my police background, just quickly, I was involved in a considerable amount of work with youth. I was frontline officer for starters, and then I became the sergeant overseeing the school resource and youth sections in the West End. And then most profoundly, I worked with a number of young ladies who were being sex trafficked.
Well, it sounds like the Lord has really prepared you and placed you in this role. And it's encouraging that you're using your retirement in this way and the time you have. So give us an overview of the code. What is the code ministry about?
Sure. So just an overview, it's the mentoring ministry for marginalized youth across the city of Ottawa. And the code for boys has been in existence for about 6 years now, but the code for girls just came alongside just this year. So we've reframed our vision statement from no son left behind to naturally no son or daughter left behind. And we invest in sustained personal relationships between mature Christian mentors and young mentees. And we do a lot of outreach in order to draw both prayer and financial partners into our ministry, as well as to continually onboard mentors and mentees. So we're in our infancy, as I said. We just started up on the girls' side in January, but we've already been incredibly blessed. We have 20 godly women who've come forward to mentor, and we have 4 mentees. And we stay together with the code for boys in prayer. We meet on a weekly basis, Thursdays at noon, and just put all of our prayer energy together to things going where they need to go.
Well, it's a great ministry. And so maybe just to wrap up, what impact do you hope the code will have? What difference do you hope this will make?
Okay, well, so throughout my work life, I've personally witnessed in the 30 years an exponential increase in anxiety, depression, hopelessness, teen pregnancies, addictions. Like it's a long list of things that I've seen in my career time. And what I know is that there is a great need, an increasing need in our youth for hope and human connection and affirmation, so we can help them realize their God-given potential. So many don't know. And just a personal example I want to share with you of the impact of mentoring. A number of years ago, I investigated a human trafficking ring, and it involved, among many, a 14-year-old girl. And this girl had a fierce allegiance to the man who was running her pimp, because he gave her attention and affection that she wasn't getting at home. And though it was really difficult at first, because I was perceived as a bad guy, naturally, at the start of things, I was persistent and I was genuine in caring for her and loving on her as best as I could. And she realized that I could be trusted. And eventually she did open up. And a mentoring relationship did, in fact, take shape in as much as it could, given that I was the investigator and she was a key witness in a criminal proceeding. But this relationship consisted of many hours of chatting over the phone and spending meaningful time together, and over the course of actually a couple of years. And, it resulted in the deportation of her pimp, and she returned home. She went back to school. And she left the sex trade. So truly a success story. And I would say in large part because of the investment that I was able to make into this young lady, despite my work limitations. So this is in the view of being a police officer. So, I know that mentoring through a ministry whose sole purpose is for godly people to pour themselves into the life of a needy youth, I mean, that's going to have a massive impact. And I'm really excited about it.
Well, thank you, Christina. Thanks for sharing. And it's great to meet you and to give everyone a chance to meet you. And we will be praying for the code and looking forward to hearing more as you grow the ministry.
Yeah. And Gabe, thanks I want to thank you for stepping into this role. I'm excited about it. We We love the ministry of Love Ottawa. There's a number of people on this call who are part of or leading some of the teams that use Love Ottawa as its platform. And we will continue to be absolutely passionate about seeing those teams form, seeing them healthy, seeing them grow. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second.